Ladies and gentlemen, it is Jay here with LowwCode, where code is optional but results are not. And today you're going to learn how to build this sort of destructive action sort of modal where we can see right here, I just have a list of foods here and say I wanted to delete one. We can go ahead and click on the trash can here and it's going to ask us if we're sure we want to delete it and we can press delete like so, and then it's gone. So you're going to learn how to build that sort of destructive action alert dialogue thing. But before we get into this video, ladies and gentlemen, do two things for me. One, if you are interested in deeper dives, if you want to learn more from me and get access to me and my templates, so on and so forth, ladies and gentlemen, the available spots on the waitlist are filling up fast. So do yourself a solid. If you want to learn more, click the first link in the description and sign up for the waitlist to get access to this discounted price. Because after we fill up these slots, the price is probably going to 1.5 times to double the amount that it is currently. So do yourself a solid and get in there now. Secondly, if this video provides you any value, if you learn anything from this video, help me beat the algorithm by one, liking this video, two, commenting on what you'd like to see more of, and three, of course, subscribing to this channel. Much appreciated. Okay, so here we are in the project. Now, all we have currently is we just have this table. Um, I probably will not share this build with you. So if I am using a component, I'm going to just show you what that component is so you know how it works. But my sort of template here is built heavily off of Spark 1 or Spark Core. So just kind of, I'll show you what the component is doing, and then you just make the same thing in Spark 1 or Spark Core if it's not available already, which it should be. It might be because they have components for everything. Anyways, so all we have here is this table. Uh, Literally, this code is very basic. All my components here, they're just storing the one element. So this one has a table in it. This one has the T head in it. This has the TR in it. And then table cell is such TH. And then the body, T body, again, the row. And then TD for table data, however you say that. So yeah, those are the components that are currently being used besides like a section. So let's continue here. So what we want to do, we want to create this modal. So let's go ahead and create a new component. And if I'm following my naming convention, I probably call it something like UI, card. I guess this destructive. I have a feeling that's not how you spell that. Something like that. We'll go with that. All right. Now in this card, I'm just going to have my card component. I will, or we use my card base. This is literally just a div with padding and border radius and a background color. That's literally it. And in here, let's add a content. My content component is just a div that has flex on it with some spacing already applied. So I just use that to sort out content. We can go ahead and put in a, let's go with a paragraph. And that'll say caution. I'm sure you can tell what the paragraph component is. And then let's do, I guess we'll do another paragraph. And then we'll have another content with two buttons. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So let me just put in the content for this. For this one, we're going to say, are you sure you want to delete this item? I'll just say this. And then maybe after this, no, we'll delete that. Yeah. All right. Sorry, this is kind of live. I haven't really planned out what I'm doing, so this is kind of live. And for this, I want my content to be row and align to the center like so. And we'll just set flex 1 to both of these. There you go. And in this button, we'll add a text and we'll say cancel. And then this one, we'll add another text and we'll say delete, something like that. Let me actually just change, I guess, the font weight on this one, just so you know, like this is a bad action. This is gonna do something horrible because it's gonna be red and everything. Yeah, we'll go something like that, and we have a cancel. And you know what? Let's go ahead and toss in a slot in here, so that if we want to showcase whatever that item is, we can then do that. And I forgot to just go ahead and increase the size for this caution here. So, let's go with 3XL and maybe, yeah, there we go. Okay. So now from this component, we want to have two events so that we can know what buttons they clicked on, right? So for one, let's go ahead and create an event. We can call it, we can call it something like on cancel, and we don't have to pass a test value. And then we can have another one like on confirm deletion or something like that. I'm not sure. We don't need a test value again. And then on this cancel button, if we come over to events, now if you are using Spark, if I go into the, what's it called? The button here, you should get access to this SC button, and that should give you this same on click event. So then, yep, on that on click, we want to do on cancel. And then on this one, we want to do on confirm deletion. So now we can know what, or sorry, now we can know what button they pressed outside of this component. Okay. So what we can do now, why don't we go ahead and since this one modal is going to work for all of these cards here, or all of these table rows here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set it on the outside. So I'm going to do the alert dialog. Well, I'm going to get mine alert dialog. There we go. And in here, I just pre-configured the components like so. Okay. And what I want to do is I only want to pass content, and that content is going to be the what is it called? Destructive? Destructive, yeah. And I'm actually going to wrap that in the dialog content mine. And we're going to set that to content. Okay, just to recap everything I just did, I just used the UI alert dialog component. Now this is my version of it, which is built off of Spark 1 and Spark Core. So that is just a component with just these aligned in it like so. I might zoom in a little bit just so you can see a little bit better. Okay. And then the dialog content is just the content part. And then, yeah, I'm sure you can kind of figure that out. Now, what we want to do is when they press on this trash can, we want to know which item they clicked on so that we can show it in our card and we know which one to delete. So what I'm going to do actually is, remember we created a slot in this destructive card so that we can pass anything if we want to kind of showcase whatever the thing we're deleting might be, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to call it like selected index, right? And I'm going to set it to, set it to null. And since we have these items repeating here, we have access to their item, but more importantly, we get their index as well. So if I come over to the button and I go to the events for it and I do on click, I want to set index to whatever the index is of this row. So for example, if I press it now, it's going to it's going to set selected index to 0 on this first row for pizza. Okay, so now that variable will track what row was pressed on, and then let's also have one to control the modal state, which I'll call modal or modal underscore, and then is open, something like that. And we'll set it to false by default. Now, if I come over to this alert dialog here, and in its attributes, I do open based off of modal is open, like so. And then also in the events, we do the on open change. I want to set that also to set modal is open. Now we can see that if I press, oh, hold on a minute. Sorry, we did not. We also have to open the modal here. So I have to set modal is open to true on the trash can after we set the index. Okay. So now if I press this, you can see that the modal opens. And if I click outside of it, you see that it closes, but I don't think we connected it yet. So if I click cancel, you see nothing happens. So let's go ahead and connect that. So if we go over again to our destructive card, and now on cancel, what we want to do is we want to set modal is open to false. It's kind of like a close button. I think they already have one built in, but yeah, it's kind of like that. So now if I open it and I click cancel, it'll then close. Okay, so now let's actually show what item it is that we clicked on in the modal. So since we added that slot, we can just come in here and add like a paragraph with text. And I will set this to be items get so that I can get a specific item at a index, and then selected item, and then just pretend like this is 0. And in here we have name. So I will actually convert this to an array. And then here I can pass name. So you can see now that if I set this to 0 and we go back, you can see that this is showing pizza. So if you use an array in the path for the get formula, you can then go down multiple levels. So we're saying, okay, at items, get the 0 index, and then of the 0 index, get the name. So that's getting the name like so. And you see we get pizza here. So now if we go back and we press on something, we can see the item there. So that we get pizza, there's sushi, there's tacos, burger, and pad thai. I think that's how you say that. Don't come for me. That's incorrect. I'm pretty sure that's right though. So now what we can do is we can set that item to be deleted from the destructive card. If we come over to on confirm deletion, we can do set items. And I'm going to open the formula here big for you guys. And what we want to do is we want to set it to items delete selected index. So we're saying to delete whatever item is at this index of items. Sure. Okay. And then after that, we just want to do modal is open to false. All right. And I think that's all we need. So let's go ahead and try this out. If we refresh here, I don't know why I haven't just been testing this in the editor, but let's go ahead and delete tacos. Boop. And look at that. Tacos is gone. We can do the same thing for burger. We'll just get rid of everything there. And look at that. There you go. You just created an alert dialogue destructive event action thingy to delete whatever item was pressed on. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you found this video helpful. I know it might not be much, but I just want to get some video out today. It's been a bad day. It's been a rough day, and I just wanted to get something out there. So I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day thing. And until next time, happy building. I'm leaving that in the video. I don't even care.